Hey there, I'm Rita Bearcat and this is my YouTube channel. I am so happy that you are here. This is day 2 of 30 days of art challenges. I have taken 30 days and given these art challenges to my subscribers to my newsletter, and I went ahead and decided to challenge myself as well publicly on my YouTube channel, so that I would keep myself accountable and do these challenges myself. Now, for my subscribers, they don't have to do it publicly like this on video or anything like that, but they are doing the art challenges, and you can do them too. I'm going to put that link below. If you want to participate, you can just subscribe to my newsletter and you will get them in your email box, and you can do them as well and follow along. But if you just want to watch them, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can watch them here. So what I'm doing right now in my journal is I'm starting off with a little bit of collage. I put down some gel medium, and I'm ripping up pieces of map paper and a little bit of newsletters, typography paper, and it's a little grungy for me. It's not normally something I do, but it's a challenge to myself, just kind of taking something out of the box and doing a little bit of collage work. And so at first, may not look like much, but of course we all know that when we're art journaling, sometimes in the process it doesn't look like much, but when it comes together, then it looks okay. So sometimes we just have to work through the process. So in this, my thought process is to fill that top space, which is why I put that rubber band there, so that I would kind of know where my starting and stopping points are. And I'm using that gel medium just to brush it down. If you've never used gel medium, you can think of it as a thick glue. What's nice about gel medium is it's thicker than a glue. It's not going to be super runny. It's a lot thicker. It coats the paper. It also, you can use something like Mod Podge as well. It's not going to, what's really nice is it's not going to be super runny, so it's not going to run all over the place. It's also paintable, so you can paint on top of it. And it keeps those papers down. And once I did have all my pieces in place, I did stop the video and heat set it a little bit because it was quite wet. and I did want to dry it a little bit before I started painting it. For me, this piece was about going from chaos and kind of craziness because it's been such a crazy year. And that's why I'm going from this grungy colors. It's just been such a rough year. And so these colors are not the colors that I normally use in my artwork. It's kind of not me, but this year has been not me at all. If you see my artwork in general, you see a lot of vibrant colors, a lot of bright colors, a lot of fun colors, and that's normally me. But this year has been so not me, so I wanted to show like what this year has been. And I started off the year actually falling down a flight of stairs, and that's how I ended up breaking my foot. And I was in bed really like the first like couple of months of the year, and it was a rough time, and I did a lot of damage physically. So it was a really rough time for me. And so there was a lot of chaos, a lot of things went really, really wrong. But, I'm recovered now. I mean, I'm still in a boot, don't get me wrong. And I still have a lot of ways to go. But so it was a really rough year. It's been a really rough year physically. And I still have a lot of ways to go. And I don't know when I'll be out of a boot. But, and then as soon as I was physically like able to go out in public, COVID-19 hit and shelter in place hit, and it was kind of like, what? So so that's kind of like what those blue spots, it was like, yay, I can go out in public. And then it was like, oh no, shelter in place. What? So it's been kind of this like crazy, like what in the world is going on year. So that's kind of what that is. And so it's just been a really weird year. And so it was kind of like, okay, light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, wait a minute, never mind. So that's kind of what that is. Those blue streaks and stuff, those are some really cool paints from Golden. Those are from Golden and from Pebeo. The Pebeo ones are, they're called Fantasy Moon, and they actually take a long time to dry. And after I did it, I was like, oh, whoops, I forgot those take like 3 hours to dry. So they get really, really sticky, but they're super cool because they're super shiny. The Golden are the are the, I'm trying to think right now what they are, but they're, anyways, I can't think of them right now what they are, but they're super cool because they're, oh, the high flow, those dry pretty quick, but the Fantasy Moon, those take a long time to dry. So, since I couldn't paint over them once I did it, I was like, oh, okay, darn, they take 3 hours to dry. So I went ahead and went off of those, and decided to draw on another watercolor paper. I figured, okay, I'll draw myself, and then I'll cut her out and put her on top of that, and still add myself very, very small onto my art journal page. And that way I can still add and finish my art journal page. And so the idea is that in the middle of all this chaos and all this craziness, I'm still here, and we can survive, and we can have a maddening year and a craziness, but we pivot, we are resilient, and we change, and we adapt, and we figure it out, and we make it work, and we can adapt, and we can still flourish. And that is the little word that you'll see on my page, is that it doesn't matter what life throws at us. We can still bloom, we can still flourish, we can still grow, and I think that that's what it's all about, is still choosing to shine in the middle of ugliness, in the middle of crazy. So that's why I still made me with the bright dress and with the fun colors, in the middle of crazier. So I decided I was gonna cut her out, put her on the thing, put her on the dress, put the dress on her, and made her still very small, because there were times that I felt very, very small, and in the middle of all of this stuff, because I think we feel that way sometimes. I feel like we feel very small in the middle of all of this stuff, because it's kind of like, what are you going to do? And I don't have the answers, but it's okay. It's all good. And I think, I don't know, it's okay to not have all the answers. So that's what I love about art journaling. We can say so much in our art, and we didn't write anything. I wrote one word. So I'm putting her on there. So and I use some gel medium. And so I'm trying to be really, really careful, because remember that paint behind her is really super sticky. So please do give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you'll join us for 30 days of art journaling, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Da, da,